I'm all out of love, so lost without you. Hopefully you can hear me. What is going on, everybody? It is Jay Wilson. Uh-oh, somebody's creeping. Creep. Ha! Let me know in the comments if you can hear this, because I'm trying to use these bad boys so you don't hear all the other stuff that's going on. But there is a lot to go over. A lot. A lot. But first, it's Thanksgiving Eve. Tyler Smith, how you doing, my friend? It is Thanksgiving Eve, so there's stuff we can be thankful for, and I want you to keep that in mind as you move forward into tomorrow, regardless of the situation. We do have a lot to be thankful for, and ultimately, let's have a lot of hope. Let's have a lot of hope going into the holidays. Let's have a lot of hope going into the new year. And I think that we're just going to completely transcend who we are as a person, as a group, into 2021. Well, thank you very much, Robin. Fish Tank Barn, happy Thanksgiving to you. Let me show you something real quick. What you didn't know is, look at this. Look at this little guy. We're gonna do this live. Whoo, whoo, right? Little live action. So just picked up some fish. As you can see, this is what I feed coral. Huh? Fancy? I'm gonna dip some coral that we got. And yeah, you're gonna see how easy it is, and we're gonna chit chat about what's happening. So I had to take a piece of coral to the local store, Fish Crew, Colorado, and it just wasn't doing good. I think it had necrosis at first. I wasn't sure what was happening, and ultimately, it just wasn't right. Hallelujah, hallelujah! Come on, little guy, shaboonk. So what I'm going to do is kind of an acclimation process. So for saltwater fish, I don't want to say it's much different, but it is necrosis. Yeah, I think that's what I said. Que pasa, Edgar? So let me show you this guy because he is super cool. Holy freaking sweet, right? Holy freaking sweet. Hoo-wee. Boss up. So definitely beautiful. So kind of let him go for a little bit, and then I'm going to bring in some of my tank water here. And this is how I'm doing my acclimation. It's not like a drip. It's just kind of getting them acclimated, more so to the pH, right? So just a little, and I'll have Wendy do it a couple more times and we'll figure it out. But there's lots I need to go over because lots of stuff has moved. I will update you folks because I haven't updated anybody else. Oleg, what's up, my friend? But we lost Harvey. We lost a lot of fish, and it was a pH issue, and I'll explain what happened. So clownfish were in, jacked up Harvey. Harvey was looking rough, and I pulled the clownfish out, and I brought in some new fish, and something wasn't right with everyone except the goby. And Harvey was acting fine. He was just, his tail was bleeding and it just wasn't good. Long story short, I was dosing with a medication and I just noticed they were breathing heavy. And I was using an antibiotic. So, of course, the battery was going down. And I added some oxygen. And the moment I added oxygen, fish were jumping out of the water. And so there was a drastic pH increase. Little whiskey, bourbon, Coke. So it was not good. Was not good at all, but look at that. Woo-wee. I don't know, man. I was afraid of this saltwater thing, and now I'm kind of addicted. But addicted in the sense of you got to get them all. Look at this. Got some new mushrooms. There's no filter right now. Got some mushrooms. Everything's looking super lusheroni. Got some action hanging out here, but we moved a lot based off of your folks' recommendations. She moved. She moved. I've been testing out a bucket for Mando, and Wendy should be in more videos. She's much better looking than you. You can hold the camera. You're rude, Chris. You're rude, Don Gray. So definitely looks better. We've got Mando toys everywhere. I was doing some paperwork, but you can see just a nice, oh, hi. And then bang, we're ready. Let me show you what I'm talking about when I mean we're ready. I have been working like crazy. And we got some new stuff from Universal Rocks. We got some caves, and then we got this beautiful, beautiful ditty right there. I'm ready. I'm not holding the camera for Wendy. She's hiding. She don't want to be on camera. But we are going to do the Paludarium build together. So I'm definitely excited for that, Jay Wilson Lifestyles. Um, Super pumped. Universal Rocks. And Ben Dunn's is one of my best friends. So he comes through in a clutch. Yeah, it's a Ram. Limited, Mr. Ice. Hmm? What's better? Hit me with what a better truck is. Because I've probably owned them at one point because when I was in the military, I was always switching out cars. But look at this disaster. Nissan Titan. The new ones are nice. The old school ones were pretty sweet, but let's talk about some things that have changed in here. F-250 Platinum King Ranch. Ford is the most overpriced pickup truck that I know. I had an F-150. It was nice. And now it's just absolutely insane what they're trying to charge. Ford needs a little love with reducing that cost. It is a Hemi 5.7 limited. It's probably the smoothest riding pickup truck on the market, regardless of what brand you like. They're all, you take care of them, they're the same. But I want to talk to you about this Congo tank because it needs a lot of love. It doesn't get enough love, but I picked up 3 more Congo tetras. They all are doing well. Look at all of the buffalo head cichlids and babies. And so at first I was like, man, there's a lot of teenagers. They're all over the place. They're boot scooting, boogieing around. So special thanks to Biggs for really, look at this male. Oh, look at him. I don't know if he's going to let me get close with no glare, but he is a straight boss. He's massive. But I was wondering what he was doing earlier because I didn't see any female over here, right? I was looking around, and then right on that black rock, there was a bunch of new fry. Boop. Again, this is the 4th spawn. I can't keep up, but these Congo tetras are. I need more. I'm struggling to find them, but the first 2 familias are growing up, and then you've got your stage down over here. And then as we slide back over here, have you used black diamond blasting sand? Nah, I don't like black sand. It's just not my thing. There's Mama right there. Mama and Daddy. Where did the babies go? I wanted you folks to see them. Either way, we're gonna shift. That's where the Paludarium was. I emptied a tank. We'll get to that. But yeah, this tank right here. I just wish, honestly, this sounds so bad. I just wish it was bigger. Really, I wish it was a 6-foot tank because, and maybe it would change and I wouldn't feel that way, but I just love the way it looks. If I had some more Congo tetras in the center, maybe I wouldn't change a thing. Look at them. Look at the massive, just a really cool tank. Plants are from all over the place. I had a friend in Maryland send me a bunch of plants from his pond before he broke it down. So Paludarium was there. As you can see, I got rags all over the place. Look at this. This is going to be awesome. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. We were testing it out. Very inexpensive down here. Multi-purpose. Tried to sit it on top, but you can see that it's bowing slightly. Oof. It's looking great. I measured. I want to see how much flex it was giving. But ultimately, I'll empty this, goes in there. All the loose figures will transfer here, and I'm focusing in on 1988 to 92, and of course, Mandalorian. I mean, why wouldn't I? But yeah, the river stones, I appreciate it, Biggs. I just kind of tossed them in. Wherever they fell, they fell. And some of the other stuff, it just really turned out to be, I don't want to use the word super natural. It's like, it looks extremely natural, which so does this. This tank right here draws my eyes every day. I am thoroughly excited about this. But keep in mind, this is a public service announcement. I forgot to tell you all this. Northfin USA is going to have a Black Friday sale. Seche doesn't sell direct, but every store should be having a sale on sea makers, return pumps, waterfall pumps, you name it. But back to this. So we're going to sit in front of this for a moment, and then we're going to go check on that Dragonette because I just added something to this tank. Seriously, look at this. I mean, it's just doing everything that I wanted to do. Everything. So I picked up those gobies from Cunningham Cichlids. They love the rocks. They love it. In and out. I love it. I love seeing the action. They've already broke off into groups. And when I see them kind of dip up top, I mean, look at this. Come on, folks. This has got to get some. Oh, there's the female. See her popping up. We got to get some lights in this tank. I've got 3 whales running on it. And I should have did a water change today, but it was raining. Ooh, Big Flex. Did you see Big Flex come over? He buzzed him. He's the outcast, actually. Yeah, it's just awesome. So Tyler just said, I think Tanganyika cichlids like rocks more than Malawi. And you're right, because there's not a ton of cave dwelling that are rocking, but I'm going to have some holding action happening soon. The Dardeni spit, don't know if you saw that video, but my goodness, man. They didn't, I don't think they lasted. I had to, we're seeing it live. We're seeing it live. I knew it was going to happen. Yes! I knew it was going to happen. Did you see it? They're playing. They're playing the game. Woo-wee. They're playing. I love it. Seriously, I'm really excited. This is like, I'm thankful for this. If you didn't watch my yes, I do quarantine my fish. I'll actually get to that where I quarantine these gobies before. Oh man, this is just awesome. But yes, I do quarantine. Now I'm not quarantining that saltwater fish, and I'll explain why here in a second. Which I highly recommend you quarantine everything you get. But this tank is doing just superb. Now watch this. I want the food. I want the food. They all want the food. Yeah, I am a perv. If you didn't watch my last video, this is the type of stuff that I don't care what you're going through, you get excited. And let's see, I mean, not only do we get excited, but it just really brings a beauty. It's just awesome to see. Oh, I told you he'd go up on the rocks. I knew it. He got pushed out of the boulder over here from this group, got this group, and then dude just gets so pushed out. No, goby cichlids. So Eremotus cynostictus, beautiful fish, Lake Tanganyika. Look at them over here cruising. I love when they see me and they perch up like, oh. 2 Title 110s on a 75. Can't run a canister due to too space in the cabinet. Then you ain't ever used that, baby. Woo, woo, Wah, wah, wah. What beginner cichlids are the best? I don't know. Peacocks, haps. I mean, really, you could do anything. I would just stay away from the more expensive stuff, just because you want to learn. So, and the idea is you just pH. Focus in on your pH when you're in Tanganyika, and you know, Malawi, haps and peacocks and Mbuna are usually kind of the go-to. I find that haps are really easy to keep. So are peacocks, and so are Mbuna. When you get to the lushness of Tanganyika, there's just a few other things you got to pay attention to. But somebody asked about quarantine, which was Biggs. Let's check this Goby real quick. Are you guys liking the waffle? Spoop. Looking good. The Tanganyika tornado tank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take half that water here. Let's see if I can get more of that. It's kind of hard for you guys to see. I'm gonna take half that water and then where to go? Where to go? Here she is. I'm gonna get some more tank water. All right. So now we're rocking with tank water. I'm gonna put that puppy in, and ultimately, this is going to be the final minutes to fame here. Keep in mind this is a round little jug. Come on, buddy. I would love to use 2 nets. Come on. And so now he'll hang out there for a little bit. And then we'll move along. Now the coral, I would recommend Burchardes. Keep them very, very aggressive fish. I would keep them with Neolamprologus. Salva, how's it going? So once these are acclimated, we'll dip those. I probably won't do that on screen just because it's a lot of work and iodine can stink. But I use Seachem. I use quite a few Seachem products for the saltwater tank. Candy, happy Thanksgiving. Oh. Ah. I don't know if you saw that. So, does anybody remember what was in here? It's gone. Saltwater scared me for a while. And then I realized that it's not so bad. The Mayhem tank. Yeah, let's get some names that we're calling these Malawi tanks. There were. I'm waiting for somebody to answer. I'm looking. Yep. I don't know. The rainbows were in here. The zebra plecos were in here. Then the zebras. Hold on, it's kind of hard. Then the zebra plecos went here. I'm actually trying to sell the zebra plecos. But yep, they're in here. I think you can see the tail. They're doing really well. They love it in here. This is where the Dardanelle fry went, which I'm assuming they either got sucked up in here or they got eaten. And the zombie fish, he's still doing great. Still a thug. Look at him. Bang. Red Rainbow's my favorite Tropheus. I'm waiting for these Moragos. Wow, they're still dancing. Still dancing. That's pretty cool. But the Moragos hopefully will become my favorite one. But Red Rainbow was my favorite one and probably still is. I never had a flower horn, and I can honestly say that I will never keep one. But I was looking at tanks. I was restructuring some stuff, and I realized that the trophies need to be in a bigger tank. They were dropping like flies. There was a lot of aggression, and then the aggression was turning into stress, and then it was getting to the point where I could no longer provide them with something like that. Man, that tank looks good. to this. And I'm not saying that because it's my tank. Like, this tank just draws my eyes. But I took him to the local fish store. I'm going to level this sand out. I'm going to clean it up, and we're going to plant it, not water. We're going to dry scape it nice, like, something you would see in the forest. And hopefully we create some humidity. We've got the Zetlite. Zetlite was nice enough. They outfitted a lot of the tanks. This thing is beautiful though. Got a lot of water spots, but I'm going to mount it right underneath here. It'll get a lot of spread. I'll push this tank all the way back up, and hopefully it'll look exactly like we had envisioned. So yeah, that's a lot has changed in this room. Paludarium gone, Tropheus gone. Paludarium moved over there. Everybody remembers that there was a tank here. It is now gone. Hey, babe, what kind of plant is this? No, the one right here. Come here. Right here. Yeah, but I don't know which one it is. Just come here and look at it. What is it? I don't know what it is. It's a what? So hold on. I don't know what this is. But anyways, there was a tank here. I just wanted her to come outside. And lots of plants here. I'll give you a quick sneak peek. This thing is, I'm ready. The Vivs, crazy. They're doing well. Let's see if we can see any frogs real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Anybody in here? Anybody home? Knock, knock. Oh, there you go. There's one in there. Whew. Beauty. Yeah, Mando is a Dutch Shepherd. Hold on. Mando? Sit. Good boy. That's Mando. So I'm going to turn on some light in here. This is Liam's room, which is also a work in progress. Huey. This is not a plug, but Mando, that's not yours. Look at that. I'm just trying to get some danglers, some fake plants, and it'll hide all that black. It'll hide the waterfall, but I've got the water moving. I'm dialing it in a little bit, but tank is running pretty much where I want it to right now. It's looking good. Feels good. Seriously, a lot of this stuff is happening, and I absolutely love it. Everything's falling into place. I don't care what you're going through, things will fall into place. Let's take a peek. Woo-wee. He's a beaut. He is a beaut. So we'll leave him in probably about 5 or 10 more minutes. The reason why I'm not quarantining him is, one, I don't have another saltwater tank set up for quarantining. And yeah, so, but all my other fish. So for instance, the gobies were in that tank. I watch them. I don't medicate. I typically leave them, and that's pretty much it. I watch them for, week to 10 days, see what happens. If you're going to do it fully, I mean, you're going to have to do it for a month, at least, to make sure nothing happens. But then again, I don't know. It's a hard thing to say you have to do it. And, for me, freshwater is easy, but for the saltwater stuff, it's very hard for me to quarantine. But I'll dip fish, I'll dip coral, I'll do the whole drip acclimation part. But I also wanted to give a couple of announcements. If you're following me on Instagram, I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon. We're going to be doing it for a fluval light. This was donated by Fish Hut of New Jersey. So we've got a really cool nanolight that we'll be giving away. And then I'm not sure, maybe we'll do it on YouTube, but I'm going to do a giveaway for some aquarium lights from Zetlight. Zetlight is the one that has outfitted the whole betta rack. Now, I know we were talking last time about bettas and looking for heating solutions. So I'll kind of walk you through that real quick, and then I'll answer some questions. We decided against the heating pad. And the reason being is because I put the heating pad on, and what had happened is there's air trapped inside the heating pad. So it caused the tank to kind of sit off, didn't like it. And with the Zetlight, when the heat is on, when the sun is out, these are actually at pristine temp. So you can see everybody is slithering and sliving away. They get their bloodworms, they get their bug procris. Beautiful. We have an extra one, which is for, I don't know if her light's still on. She's really proud of this. She just got back from Arizona, getting ready to cook. Yeah, it's still on. So I got the Zetlight pucks. She just got these awesome floaters from a fish store in Arizona. But you can see Lazy Man Blanco Rage. Only time he's active is for food. I mean, really, that's the only time he's active. But he is cool as cool can be. But this turned into a really nice scape. This is kind of her little sanctuary area. I put my stuff here. She's got this tank. Of course, I got the Zet puck. I really like the Zetlight pucks. And I mean, this guy's doing great. The embers. I believe these are White Cloud. I believe. I don't remember, but I believe they're White Cloud. But yeah, so it's wild and crazy. So we got the fish, we got the coral. Got a lot going on, man. A lot going on. So somebody asked a question what my favorite hap was. If I had to, man, these fish are crazy. Somebody said that this had really cool lights. These are Reef Bright's new Lumilight Pros. Pretty sweet, actually. But I mean, I'm getting back in the zone. Like I'm my career is sliding into the zone. I feel like the impact and doing things the right way is working. I feel like aquariums, the Paludarium that's about to come along, these aquariums, the plants, Liam's turtle. Again, I feel like I'm getting in the zone. Life, personal relationship with Wendy, in the zone, man, in the zone. Our goals, where we want to go, in the zone. COVID, okay, I'm not in the zone. We're not in the zone with COVID. I've been tested. I'm good. I travel, so I want to make sure that I'm okay for folks that I'm potentially going to be within 6 feet of, and I wear the mask and stuff. But I test myself just for the safety reasons of not only my family but the folks that I'm going to be coming in contact with. And I'm not talking about hugging. I'm just at a distance. Friendships, in the zone, man. Um, balance of life, zone. When I do get to see Liam, I'm in the zone. So where I go with this is it does not matter, and I heard this Sunday, and I'm prefacing this for a reason. If you haven't watched my last video, this is a plug. Watch it. Because aquariums for me, it's exactly what I needed when I was going through some turmoil. And matter of fact, I was hitting it pretty hard last Thursday. I was prepping for Liam to come. I was excited. I was getting his remote control cars ready. His turtle tank was prepped. Like I was on cloud nine. And then some dialogue happened, and my weekend was no longer my weekend. And for the future benefit of me, it was good. But in that moment, I was hurt, crushed. Like, I'm talking sobbing, crying. Um, my support system was phenomenal. Even my boss was like, "You're off. I know it. So let's do this, this, and this for work, and let's get you rocking. And then let's hit it hard once we can figure some stuff out." Wendy was in Arizona, but she was, right there, willing to help. But everything happens for a reason. I kind of pitched my case and was told, "Hey, if you wanna see Liam, come to church." Cool, I'll go. And I heard something, and I want to share it with everyone. And if you don't share this video for anything other than this, I'll be grateful. We can tolerate pain, any pain, sadness, physical pain, emotional instability, anything that hurts, we can tolerate if it has a purpose. Did you hear it? One more time. We can tolerate pain if it has a purpose. Seriously, you may have to listen to it 100 more times. It's okay, because it has a purpose. Everything we do, I truly believe, has a purpose. And so one of the things that I thought to myself is, and if you know where I'm going, this is kind of the transgression to the impact and reach that I absolutely I'm in love with. I love the feeling. I love the reciprocation when folks tell me what they've been going through and how they overcome it. But here it is. I am tired of the everybody's so negative in life and you're rude. You suck, Karen. You're so rude. What did that do? Hate to hate? Dislike to dislike? Evil to evil? What kind of crap is that? How are we supposed to transcend our mood or transcend what we've been going through in, 2020 or life in general if we're going to meet a Karen with a Karen? Or I think we went over this. What's the male version of a Karen? How are we supposed to change? How are we supposed to live a better life? And it doesn't mean more money, and it doesn't mean you have to have self-worth. You have to understand that in life, you have to be a Richard. Yeah, don't mean rich with rich. Even though there are some Richards that are cool. Folks, we got to be right with ourselves here and here and here before we can do anything. So I thought to myself, I don't care if I shouldn't say I don't care. It does not bother me one way or another if you believe in what you believe or you don't believe in what somebody else believes. But what I can tell you is when you walk into a situation virtually, physically, emotionally, intellectually, and no, Chris, it's not a J, and it is dark, and dark means just not full of joy, not happy, not positive, shatter it. Shatter it. Get rid of it and be positive. Be the light. Because I can tell you, no matter how dark things get, no matter how crappy things are in your life, or no matter how bad 2020 can possibly get for some folks, when they're like, well, I didn't think 2020 could get any worse, but here you are. Like, I get it. But there is still positives within. And you are too fixated on the negative. Why? Because it is exciting and folks want to know what the drama is. Case in point, somebody commented on a video of mine and said, I am done with your channel. You clickbaited me. And the title of the video was Exposed. Corey from Aquarium Co-op. But the exposure was positive. I exposed how he's able to do the things he does and how much work it takes and what some of his ideas were for the aquarium industry in the United States now and what he wanted to change. But the exposed part, right? The exposed part. Oh, I got to go in there. I'm going to find out Corey's a bad, bad man. And they clickety clack and scroll and double tap and they go, well, Jay is a son of a shorp because I wanted the negative. I wanted to hear how bad Corey was. I wanted to hear how a nightmare that person is, or how bad his business is, or how bad something he did. Folks, get off of it, man. You wouldn't have watched it. You wouldn't have watched it if I would have wrote, this is a beautiful story of Corey McElroy from Aquarium Co-op and his beautiful rise to stardom, not only on YouTube, but with his store and his internet web business. You should watch this epic watch, huge monster fish watch, positive, uplifting video. No one would have watched it. But I exposed some positivity. I ripped it. And it's funny to see the people that get mad when they see it. Folks, it is Thanksgiving tomorrow. I want to know what you're thankful for. I'm going to say what I'm thankful for right now. And then I'm going to end this video because I think it's the time. Somebody asked me what my favorite Seche product is. Working for the company, it's kind of hard to say what my favorite one is. But if I had to, it's a toss-up between the whale canister filter or the controllable wave pump. It's a toss-up because I can use it for fresh or salt, both of them. So Candy said she's thankful for health. Well, I got a list. I got a list of things. I am truly thankful to have somebody in my life that supports me in all ways and truly elevates what I'm trying to accomplish, and we do it together. It's not you stay here, I'll do this, we'll come back and meet in the middle. No, it's 100%, 100%. Now, is it going to be able to be like that forever? It's a work. You're always working at it. I'm very thankful that I can be Liam's dad, his father. I can be an impact in his life. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for a roof over my head. I am thankful I get to do what I love each and every day. I'm thankful for Tyler's service. I'm thankful for my brother for making a sacrifice to join the Air Force in midst of the absolute weirdest time. And it's struggle for him. I was talking to him every day and it was so negative in his mind and it was so hurtful, but I'm thankful he's overcome it. I'm thankful he's trucking through, and I'm thankful to have folks, honestly, like you, that we share the same hobby, we share the same passion, we share the same common interests, and we can do it virtually whenever. So thank you very much for watching, supporting what we do on this channel. There is a lot to come, and we are just getting started. And I say that because literally when we get to a platform, we are ready to springboard to the next one. So whether it's a new tank build, or we're going to do something completely different in an aquarium, or whether I dabble my hands in plants, even coral, know that I'm learning, trying to educate, and ultimately sharing my experiences in life through the aquarium hobby, and hoping that in one way, shape, or form, 1 millisecond, one micro moment of a video, of a post somewhere, someday, impacts you in a positive manner to make a massive change. Seriously. Call it corny? I don't care. I love it. Mando loves it. Mando, come here, boy. Sit. You know what's next, right, Mando? Happy Thanksgiving.